Hey guys, message in the bottle here. Happy New Year, by the way, and I know it's a very late Happy New Year. But as of me making this video, and hopefully I could upload this video on time, it's in the middle of January, so it's still, a brand new year, even though it's a couple of weeks late for me to make a Happy New Year video. But anyway, what I wanted to do is basically make a video just for the sake of making video. And this picture that I decided to choose for this video, it doesn't really have a meaning of it. All I gotta say is that it's related to the season, winter. But yeah, just ignore this picture. I just, wanted to use a picture for the sake of using it. But what I wanted to talk about is my plans for this year and of course upcoming next year and after that as well. I do plan making YouTube videos for a very long time, and the reason why is because I want to talk about my personal experience and basically use YouTube as a personal diary. But obviously, I'm gonna keep some things a secret, so I have to keep some things anonymous. And the main reason why is because keeping some details is secret, like private, is much better in the long run than fully exposing, yourself, or should I say myself, because of the nature of the internet. Like, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers getting harassed, bullied, even getting death threats. Matter of fact, one of my favorite streamer, who doesn't even show his face, he goes by his username. He doesn't show his face, and all he does is play video games. He does not say anything controversial, and yet he received death threats, like random death threats. To me, that's bonkers right there. So I could receive random death threats or getting hates just for, making YouTube video, but not even showing my face or not even exposing myself, like where I'm at or who I am. So yeah. Privacy is basically the ultimate shield against those things. Even though if I make things, a little controversial, but still, there are some things that I'm gonna keep stuff in private. But I will still talk about my experience, and hopefully, me talking about my experience could pass down some wisdom to you guys, which is the whole point of this YouTube channel. And the reason why I want to make those type of videos, talk about my experience, passing down wisdom, etc., etc., is because I want to be part of that community where we're essentially trying our best to pass down a certain wisdom that's basically the ultimate truth. And hopefully, the people who are listening can learn from it, like observe the wisdom and apply it to their personal life and their daily life, and hopefully things could turn out better for them. Kind of like a father telling their kids what he went through, and hopefully the stuff that he's telling his kids could have his kids, to learn from his wisdom and do even better than he did. I hope that makes sense. That example makes sense, but I hope you guys get the point. And if you look throughout my previous videos, some of the stuff that I talk about, some of the topics that, doesn't really have anything to do with me, are nothing new. They're essentially been spoken about. Like, for example, one of my previous videos that I talked about Netflix controversy. I forgot the name already. I should look back and look it up, but I did talk about Netflix controversy, and I was a little bit late on that bandwagon, but it was already been spoken and it's already been talked about that subject. And me, I wanted to be essentially part of that bandwagon where I'm spreading the truth basically. But most importantly, what I wanted to talk about in this YouTube channel is talking about relationship, and I could give people advice about relationship. But most importantly, tell you guys about my experience, what I've been through, and hopefully you guys could, retain that wisdom and make better decisions, and don't do shitty decisions like I did, because obviously I don't want to give you shitty advice. That's why in my last few videos I was talking about eye dilation. And the reason why I was talking about eye dilation is because eye dilation is essentially a human language, a body language, should I say, that's undeniable. And most importantly, it's like to read someone if they're telling the truth about liking you. Because one of the toughest pill that I ever swallowed in my life is realizing that me as a man, I could get into a relationship with a woman that doesn't not like me, and yet this woman is investing her time and her emotional health, should I say, with me, and yet she does not like me. To me, that's bonkers. That stuff actually happened. Which I'm not joking, guys. If you watch my previous video, I mentioned several times that I've been in the MGTOW, red pill, black pill community. In other words, I've been in the internet for a very long time. And some of the topics that I like to look up is relationships. And why? Because relationship is such a huge impact in our personal lives. Think about it. You're gonna spend your life with someone, and that someone can affect you, better or worse. But sadly, what we've been seeing for the past decades is that sometimes these relationships messed up a guy, mess up a guy's personal life, literally, both emotional, physical, even spiritual. And it's all because, the relationship of the type of woman that you get into. And sadly, one of the hardest pills that I swallow, and sorry if I sound like a broken record, is that a woman can get into a relationship with a guy that they don't like. And it still happens to this day. And the eyes, the whole eye dilation thing, it's like a signal of either the woman's being honest or the woman's really do genuinely likes you, especially if she looks at you with a smile and her pupils enlarging. Those type of stuff is what I want to talk about, and most importantly, I want to tell you guys about my experience of what I've been through, and hopefully you guys could obtain those wisdom and make better decision moving forward. But sadly, I also acknowledge that not everything will fall into place, and not everything will go according to plan. That's why in my YouTube channel, I will encourage my audience to literally think for yourself. That's all I gotta say. I could be wrong. I'm still human, by the way. I could be wrong. And it's better for you guys to think for yourself. And whatever mistakes that you made in your life, learn from it. Do not forget it, but learn from it. There's nothing wrong moving on, but don't forget about your mistakes and learn from it and move on, of course, with cautious. Well, I gotta end this video because I realized that I'm about to hit the 10-minute mark. But yeah, and just a reminder, I chose this random picture because, for the sake of making a YouTube video. So, Happy New Year's, guys. I know it's a late Happy New Year's for me saying that. And thank you for all listening, guys. And I hope you enjoy it. And goodbye.